Pick and roll. Morant. Oh!
Ja Morant is special, but he's still special right now, but just special in a very, very different way.
Goes by Primo. Attack. Oh!
He used to be one of the best players in the NBA. He won the Rookie of the Year, Most Improved Player. He dunked the ball a lot, almost dunked the ball a lot. He reminded me of a younger Derrick Rose, except his name was Ja Morant, or a Russell Westbrook, except he was playing for the Memphis Grizzlies. And full honesty, listen, I'm not trying to beat around the bush here. I would have never have ever turned on a Grizzlies game in my entire life for the past 5 years if it wasn't for Ja Morant.
And Morant somehow a three-point opportunity.
So I know that's not a hot take, like, oh yeah, who else are you gonna watch? Just Jaren Jackson Jr. solo the NBA and Desmond Bain with his big juicy biceps. No, but Ja Morant was awesome. And then Ja Morant decided, you know what? I'm just gonna start crashing out. I'm gonna actually start being an absolute freak of nature. I'm gonna punch a 14-year-old kid. I'm gonna keep bringing weapons on me, and I'm just gonna like make basketball kind of like my side hobby. You know, like all those course sellers go, you need 5 ways to make $1,000 this month. Side hobby, passion, side passion. That's what he was doing. He put the fame life first and then put basketball second, which didn't make sense to me because he was acting like he already won a couple championships, like he was on top of the earth. I mean, he literally did tell a lady at the diner that he's Black Jesus when she asked who he was.
Who are you though?
That's Black Jesus.
You who?
Black Jesus.
Now, you some kind of professional. You play football, basketball, or something?
Basketball.
So like, yeah, I mean, I guess you kind of have to have that confidence in life to make it far, so that makes sense. But it got to a point where it was actually scaring the hell out of me. I actually was shivering in my timbers watching Ja Morant do anything on or off the basketball court. You couldn't go to bed that night without thinking, is Ja Morant in jail right now? Is Ja Morant saying something or doing something very, very illegal? Or does he have a weapon on him? Or is he playing basketball like he should be? We don't know. Was it interesting? Was it fun? Kind of. But I've never wanted someone to win more because I want more teams in the NBA to be competitive. I want every team to have at least one player who's like, oh, I'd watch them. And that's obviously very rare. I mean, when are you ever going to get an NBA where, you know, you want to watch Wizards games? But actually, the Wizards just drafted the agent of actually the Wizards. Wait, the Wizards actually. Okay, the Wizards are a bad example. The Wizards are actually good, but now the Grizzlies suck donkey balls, and it's mainly because of the fall of Ja Morant. Now, Ja Morant should never, ever, ever, ever be allowed to be traded in the history of the NBA. No one should ever take him, and it's full honesty.
You got 2 years remaining. This right here is a warning. Like, hey, teams do not want you.
This man had a bigger fall off than Jonathan Majors. And listen, you know how hard that is? Jonathan Majors was literally Kang the Conqueror. Sure, he was killed by ants in the new Ant-Man movie, but he came back. There's thousands of different versions of him. The dude has the control of the timeline. He was one of the coolest Marvel villains ever. They had his own Marvel movie, the Avengers movie, Kang Dynasty, coming out. You know how hard it is to get your own Avengers movie as the villain? It's only been, what, 3, 4? Ultron, the first one. Obviously, Thanos had his own too, because Thanos is an absolute badass, and he was supposed to be Kang next. And then, obviously, he dealt with some charges, and, you know, because he's an idiot, I guess, he got the movie taken away from him. Rightfully so. But Ja Morant's fall off might have been worse. And now there's rumors of people wanting to trade for Ja Morant, and I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Why would, like, I always see is Miami Heat, of course. Miami Heat, the Lakers, the LeBron James and Ja Morant could be teaming up. Oh my God, eat my asshole. Like, stop with these fake rumors of like Ja. If people don't want to trade for Jaylen Brown, like people go out there saying Jaylen Brown's trade value is extremely low. No one wants to trade for Jaylen Brown anymore.
It's all over the place. I think it's a matter of what teams you talk to. I think it's the analytics versus the eye test. The analytics are not great. When you look at Jaylen Brown the last 4 years, Boston's net rating is better with him off the court.
Okay, if Jaylen Brown, a guy who should have been first team All-NBA, a guy who should have been the MVP, in my opinion, if he has a low trade value, then Ja Morant should be sent into federal courts, prison, for life. He should be on the FBI's most wanted list forever and should never even be allowed to leave the house if Jaylen Brown can't get traded. So now all these rumors of like Ja Morant, I don't think so. I genuinely haven't seen a fall off bigger than his because he could have been the Grizzlies' Black Jesus. I mean, honestly, he could have been the best Grizzlies player ever.
At about 2 points a game. Here's the quick inbound, midcourt, Morant. Good!
He could have been a top 9 player in the NBA for the past 3 years if he really locked in, but he lost God. He lost God. Not to be religious here, but he did lose God. Now, comebacks do exist. I'm not going to come out here and say like, oh, there's no chance for John Morant to survive, make a name for himself, become an NBA player again. Listen, I've had friends who've gotten with each other's friend's mom. Like one of my friends got with our other friend's mom. The guy found out and he still forgave him. I've had fall-offs where, like, trust me, I've been down bad. Like, after breakups, oh, you should have seen me. It was really embarrassing. I didn't leave my room for 3 weeks one time. I only left one time to go get Korean barbecue. The only time I left my room for 3 weeks. I gained, I think, like 9 pounds in 3 weeks. It was disgusting. But then you know what? One day I woke up, I was like, you know what? I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to look like Jabba the Hutt, Sid the Sloth combo. So I got out of my bed, started working out, got a little bit better shape. I'm a little bit better. Trust me, it was worse, and now I'm fine. It just gets better. You start finding a passion you like. You have to get out of ruts. Life is literally all peaks and valleys. Peaks. It's all it is. And I think John Morant right now might be in, let's say, the biggest valley possible. Like, he is down atrocious. I know he still has money. He still has, I mean, it can't be. It's not that bad. Like, his valley is definitely better than my valley is. It can get low. It can get low. But John Morant, as an NBA player who's made at least over 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 million dollars, like, after taxes, no, he'll be fine. But sometimes in life, a comeback isn't all about money. It's about your reputation. It's about how you live this life. And I guess he was born to be an NBA player. You don't become that good at basketball for just a wee bit, couple, 3, 4, 5 really good years in the league. That athletic, second pick in the NBA draft. You're probably meant to play basketball if you're that good at it. So comebacks are possible. I just think if he does get traded, I'm sorry, I can't even say that. There's no comeback for him in the NBA. There's none. How do they say? Hang it up, Unc. Because even if you do trade for him, you have to deal with all the drama of like, John Morant is back on a new team. John Morant out of a Grizzlies jersey? It'll be like the edits of when people make like, oh, Celtic Shaq or what is it? The Chris Paul on whatever dog at the Spurs when he, like, his last year. It'd just be depressing. But don't think like John Morant. You can have a comeback of your own. Now, it's just, again, there's too much risk. I know in life you do have to take risks to make it. I mean, posting yourself online is a risk. Painting is a risk. Going to Pilates in front of the huzz is a risk. There's a lot of risk you have to take, but sometimes risks do pay off. So maybe there's a 14.44444 out of 1,000% chance it does pay off. And then you can get John Morant, who's kind of like himself, either as your starting point guard or off the bench, whatever it may be. That'd be pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just it's a very low likelihood. Now, if you're like John Morant and no one wants to trade for you, no one wants to play you, no one wants you in their team, I generally do think with the way that AI is moving now, it might be time to become a plumber. And this is actually not even a joke. This is like genuine like seriousness. I've actually been considering getting into like the manual labor force because I am so scared of how bad and like how scary AI has gone. It does my homework in like under 4.5 seconds, and it does it well. It used to do it absolutely terribly. It would be like AI used to be like the dumbass friend that just didn't care, would just write answers for no reason. But now with like Claude and all this stuff, it just gets better and better and better. So if you are someone like John Morant that just has no hope in their field of work anymore, you can always switch. You can always find a new job, a new career. Like, he's not old, he's still in his late 20s. You are fine. There's always a move to pivot. If you stay in one lane for the rest of your life, you're gonna live a sad life forever. Because things happen. Bad things happen to good people all the time. Bad things happen to bad people. Good things happen to bad people. Good things happen to worse people. It just, in life, you have to make lanes. If this career doesn't work out, the next one, and you keep trying until you find something for you. Now, John Morant, with all these trade rumors, I just want to say I'm sorry. I really do. I hate putting down an NBA player because you are better than me in every single way possible. Every way. I mean, even your name, calling yourself Ja, so badass. Like, instead of saying on God now, I still say on Ja, and I haven't been able to stop saying it in my entire life. I just truly, if I'm going to be honest with you, I always want to be honest. I do think John Morant should be in the FBI's most wanted list. I don't think he should ever be allowed to be traded from the Memphis Grizzlies. Either he stays there and does whatever he can, whatever he has left, or he just calls it quits, because it's just not worth it. I don't think we should be listening to any of these reporters say, I think I know where John Morant's going. Shut the hell up. Shut up, eat your own balls, and just stop with the fake stuff. Even if he does get traded, whoever team takes him is the biggest idiot franchise in the entire world. So yeah, send him to the Dallas Cowboys.